party in the pool. Trash.
Let's find her, Lakewood, Colorado.
You can't just record me.
Okay, so there was a girl sitting here, right?
Are you fucking kidding me? In the airport? In public?
I want to see my mother tomorrow.
No, you're arrested now.
People sometimes think they're above the law. We've got 2 cases of Karens who thought they could get away with anything until they met the cops. Get ready for some wild cases of Karens who pushed the limits and faced off with the cops. Starting with notorious poolside Karen. This is Blair Featherman, a 49-year-old woman who on July 2nd, 2023 was recorded assaulting and hurling racist remarks at a Spanish family at her neighborhood pool in Lakewood, Colorado. She stated, among other things, that the family didn't belong here. We'll let you decide whether she meant the apartment complex, Green Mountain Apartments, or the country as a whole. After this footage of Mrs. Featherman was recorded, she still decided it was a good idea to call the police. 6 officers responded to the scene and were greeted by a trove of people all willing to stand up for the victims.
Both my boys ran in They reserved the clubhouse to have a family barbecue. Family gathering, a few friends. When I arrived with food, the blonde girl gave me crap about, she came up to the gate and she said, "Do you have a fob?" I said, "No, but my boys live here." She said, "Well, I work at the front desk," which she doesn't. Then as more of our family started gathering, she was getting more pushed. Just getting very, very nasty. You know what? My son, he lives here, tried to go over and, calm the situation like this. We're having a family barbecue. We live here. We've got a fob. And her brother went down on him, attacked him. He fell on the rocks.
The family then shows the officers this footage, while they were the first to see it. This embarrassing clip would soon end up gracing the eyes of millions.
Yeah, it's true. You have a fob, 2 people. You have a fucking Mexican party in the pool. Trash.
Racist Karen, let's find her, Lakewood, Colorado.
You can't just record me.
Hire me belongs here. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you guys are such losers.
I'm so sorry.
Go back down to Denver.
Please, I don't. Yes.
I live here. I live here. Nowhere where you ever came from, you fucking low-class swine.
Like most Karens, Blair attempted to make herself seem more important than Alexis Alba, shaming her for wearing the designer brand Hermes, almost as if she believes people who don't look like her don't belong in such expensive clothes. The family then continued providing their accounts to the officers.
The blonde girl.
This lady?
No, she's over there. Do you see her with her thong on?
Okay.
That's her. And then she started calling us Mexican trash. Just being extremely derogatory. She was just out of control. I think she's had a lot to drink, and it just got out of hand when she started throwing punches and started, her.
What do you want the police to do here?
We don't want you guys to do anything. They called.
Do you want to press charges or anything?
No, but
I have a suspicion that there was probably some cat fighting and
There was
alcohol going
back and forth.
on, mutual blah 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 blah.
Exactly. They're the ones called the police. Okay. We're
So
just
what's the
trying to go
plan?
on with our
still
evening.
going.
That's it. We just got upset because we thought they were racial profiling. They were. You know,
And she said,
and
"Oh,
that's
go
what
back home."
pissed us off.
Yeah.
Go back
You guys
home. So if we could just
We just wanted to fuse it. They called it. We just wanted to fuse it.
While the family of victims are completely calm, cordial, and polite with the police, the same can't be said for Mrs. Featherman, who's about to show these officers just how entitled she really is.
What's going on?
Well, so basically this pool lately has had a lot of pool hoppers. Okay?
Yeah.
So, and I like to enjoy my pool. I have 2 girls that don't even come to the pool anymore because of all the pool hoppers.
Okay.
They don't even enjoy it because we know who is here and who's not.
Okay.
So apparently I think they had a birthday party or something, but I asked, so here's all I did. I was right here, and see the Louboutin guy? He's the one who started it off. I said to him, I said, do you have a fob? Because that's what everyone's saying. It's not just me. Other people are living there asking for people with fobs.
Is he with the big group over there?
Right, but I said you're only allowed to have 2 people. Meanwhile, the whole pool is filled with a party. These people don't
they don't have a fob. You're only allowed to have 2 guests, not 20.
Sure.
So we're over here, mind you. This whole crew over here comes over, bum rushes me. I had 2 girls trying to kill me, so I tried to defend myself, but my phone is gone, and I recorded everything, and they probably have my phone.
Who has your phone?
We don't know. Someone took my phone because I recorded the whole thing.
What kind of phone was it?
It was an iPhone, a smaller one, not the big one.
7 or 10?
Shoot, I don't know.
Okay. How much
it
did it
had
cost
like
you?
I don't even know. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I put it on record, and I was recording the whole thing, and they took my phone.
Featherman paints herself as the victim of an assault by 2 women, as well as the theft of her cell phone. However, as more and more officers respond to the scene and begin interviewing more witnesses, a very different story to her own keeps being corroborated over and over.
And she just keeps going on saying that we're dirty Mexicans, that we don't belong here, we need to go back to where we came from, we're trash.
She started all of that, and so she started making racist remarks to this entire group over here. I'm not even a part of them. Like, she started making racist remarks. So 2 of them went over there and they're like, what's the deal? She swung on the girl who has like the pink bikini over there. She swung on her, so then she started fighting her.
The one in the pink and the green?
Yes, but in this entire time, I was even telling her, like, I'm like here swimming with my kids. I was like, hey, can you guys just chill out? And she's like, great. Parenting, take your kids out the pool. I'm like, well, maybe you guys should stop fighting. Like,
They say every story has 2 sides, but it seems more like this one has a dozen sides, saying the same thing and one lying. But in any investigation, someone has to take down everyone's account. Here, one very patient officer has been doing just that with Blair and her friends.
Because I've got a female with pretty good injuries that is blaming you as well. It's kind of this thing.
Well, maybe she attacked me, and I
Maybe you
defended
did,
myself.
maybe you did. I
Well,
don't know.
okay, so
She
here,
came
I'm
at me,
gonna
you're
tell you
right.
right now, so when
didn't
you
run after
move
her.
from an area
Good,
to come
that
to the
was
other
nice
area, that's an
fallout.
aggressive.
Well, I get that.
While Blair and her friends continue rattling off lies about who attacked who, which again have already been disproven by video evidence, an officer who's totally done entertaining their entitlement returns to give them a reality check.
Okay, so here's the bottom line. I'm going to speak now, and you guys can follow up with me tomorrow after I reviewed the camera. Okay. I have an independent witness that is one-on-one basis with the district manager here that said you were saying racist stuff, instigating everything, blowing it up, and then when they confronted you, you couldn't handle it.
Oh, that's not true.
Well, we're going to review the cameras tomorrow when they come in. I'm going to talk to Wyatt, okay? And I'll see what happened, okay?
Not willing to tolerate any more interruptions, the brief shift into a tougher tone from this officer gives a much-needed wake-up call to Blair and her male cronies. Sadly, it doesn't work, as they all keep trying to play victim while a dozen unrelated people all corroborate her culpability. Maybe they'll finally take accountability when shown some irrefutable proof.
Oh, so when I get ambushed by all of them coming over here, I'm the
That's what
problem?
we're going to review the
and they
camera
yelled
for,
at me
okay?
like 4 times,
Okay.
so there's 2 discriminating things.
I get
not
it,
just me.
and that's why I want the
And they
camera
don't
before we do
belong
it,
here.
before we make any action, okay?
They don't belong here.
Sure. They do if they reserve the clubhouse, which is what they did.
Unless we do disorderly
Look at that!
So
Look at all of
let me
them.
tell you something. According to the guy he was on the phone with, that I believe to be the district manager, if they pay the $200 to rent that out, they've got the clubhouse for that day.
Not the pool.
Yeah, the pool.
No.
Yeah, the pool.
But they usually.
Why don't you argue
for
with
some
Wyatt
reason you don't
tomorrow
like
about
me?
your civil agreements?
Listen.
Because you've been calling me all kinds of horrible things since I got
I've
here.
been calling you horrible things.
These cops, I'm listening to you,
I
okay?
didn't say these fucking cops.
Yeah, you did to your buddy on the phone. It's on my
Look,
body
if
cam.
you have your own
okay?
insecurities, I can't deal with that.
Okay.
It seems Blair's entitlement knows no bounds. Even after learning that the family they accused of not living there had the building manager on speed dial, called him, and confirmed they had paid to book the pool, she refuses to take any accountability, somehow doubling down on her delusions.
In America, I believe you can say whatever you want to
To a
somebody.
point. So there is a
To a point,
to a
but
point.
to
There is
say
we have a charge in here, disorderly conduct. It's saying
Okay.
things that are likely to incite violence.
In Colorado, disorderly conduct can range from Class 1 to 3 misdemeanors. The officer is referring to a Class 1 offense involving public disturbances or offensive utterances. However, charges here seem unlikely. This officer is just showing an impeccable example of trying to de-escalate a situation. Blair and her group eventually leave the pool, believing they're right, but they'd soon be in for a major reality check. Of course, once the video of Blair was posted on social media, she went viral, being called the poolside Karen. Despite the fact that no charges were filed, the public backlash was enough for Blair to think it was a good idea to go on a media tour in a paper-thin attempt at making herself look like the victim.
They swarmed over like a swarm of bees. It was very fast. I was literally curled up in the ball, just like this, trying to do as much as I could to get them from getting in close to me.
They ripped off in my head when they were attacking me.
Thankfully, most people can see right through her act. Now, while Blair's only real punishment was being branded as a Karen for the rest of her life. The next incident is at the airport, where a woman didn't accept her mistake and continued arguing with the cops, Lisa Michelle Landy. On July 1st, 2022, Broward County Sheriff's officers received a call about a woman who wouldn't pay for her large bag. She even said someone had 3 minutes to deal with her luggage. Everyone was guessing. What's in that bag? When the cops arrived, they first thought maybe a homeless person left the bag. But the twist? The woman who owned it had missed her flight 45 minutes before.
Just clothing, but it's heavy. No tag. I mean, there's a holder, no. Yeah, just no. I'm just saying there's a holder, but no name.
This is insane. 78 pounds.
77. What could be in there?
The cops were careful. They didn't want to touch the bag without gloves. They were wondering, why is this bag of clothes so heavy? Everyone was eager to see what was inside. Turns out it wasn't dangerous, but the contents were surprising.
Oh, it looks like a homeless person's, house. I mean, it's got, all this. It's all shoes. And whatever the heck, this is like a whole container of Q-tips. This looks like documents.
Yeah.
Lisa Michelle Landy.
Then they were all linked to Lisa Michelle Landy. Why would someone like her leave all this behind? The police knew they had to find her. It was more than just a forgotten suitcase. It was a mystery they needed to solve. The owner, a woman, was on her way to get it back, and she meant business. Turns out there were more twists to this story. The airport staff told the police she might be drunk. And get this, if she's in Texas, she's not flying out.
She's not flying.
She's not flying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just spoke with the supervisor that's covering the area. They're turning it over, so there's another, but I spoke with both of them, and he said the woman's going to come out. He said there were other issues. So.
She's intoxicated, I think, also.
Well, if she's intoxicated, she's definitely not supposed to be going anywhere. So.
Like toiletries too, like hygiene products, like perfume bottles, glass. That's what makes it ridiculously heavy. 83 pounds. Like, what do you have in here? A small child. And it was...
The officers even joked it was just left there all alone. This wasn't the first time they dealt with something like this. People leaving stuff behind, some even trying to get on a plane while drunk. This woman started talking loudly and saying things you just don't say, especially at an airport. She even used a bad word out loud. She just kept shouting.
Oh yeah. Yo! Lady! We don't speak that here! What are you saying? Are you fucking kidding me? In the airport? In public? You said the N-word? Are you serious? You're yelling that shit here,
They told her to grab her massive suitcase, which was super heavy, and head downstairs.
No, go. No, you're gonna go. No, you're gonna take your big ass fucking cancer. Get that fucking 83-pound suitcase. Excuse you, that's your shit. Go get it. Get downstairs, lady. Get downstairs.
I can't carry it.
No, get your shit. Go downstairs.
She was asked what she planned to do next, and it was pretty clear she was about to be arrested.
Excuse you, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Get your hands
You're gonna
off
get
of
arrested.
me.
That's what, excuse you.
Just stop.
No.
Stop.
No,
I want to see my
You're
mother
gonna be
tomorrow.
No, you're arrested now.
He told me. No, I'm not arrested.
No. 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 Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
It's not up to me. You're the one that's
Excuse you. Put your hands behind your back.
Please
Stop.
I
You
to
need
my
to stop.
Mother. You're too young, so you don't understand.
No, I'm not.
What is
You're acting like a freaking lunatic.
Late 80s, dying of cancer.
Nobody cares right now because you're acting like a lunatic at an airport. You're shouting racist, derogatory terms. You're not when you're blasted drunk, lady.
But this officer told me that tomorrow I can.
Well, not before you started yelling. You know what you just said? No.
You're a Get your.
Oh, I'm a Oh, I'm a okay. I'm a You got the wrong culture, lady. I'm a okay.
Get my hands out of here and hey, Dean.
I can't even put her in my car. What are you trying to say?
Just let me go to a hotel and just come back tomorrow. This is not fair. Because she wants to bully up to me when I need to see my mother and my 2 boys that are home from college.
Why do you get blasted drunk to see your family and your dying mother? That you missed your flight and you left your bag.
That's great how you treat people. Really great.
You know what she said? Yelling out, like the N-word, yelling out.
No, she put
all
hands
out
on
loud. No, I only brought hands on you. You need to be quiet.
Yeah.
You need to relax yourself. You need to relax. You need to relax.
Get her hands off of me.
Then the police officer told her to sit down in the car.
Stop moving there.
Handling me. I'm cooperating. No, they have like $1,400, $1,500 in cash right there.
Okay.
I want it back.
Yeah.
My husband is a med mal attorney. He's a senior partner in Midtown Manhattan.
That's fine.
And there's no way you're gonna let that go. I just said.
All right, sit back in the car.
Ow!
Sit down.
Ow! Are you f***ing crazy?
All right, man. We're not playing that game with you acting like a child, all right? You can sit like that, do what you gotta do.
The lady continually used bad language and didn't compromise with the police officers. Then the police took serious action against this lady, and she got charged with hitting an officer and being drunk in public. The judge gave her probation and told her she had to do community service, and guess what? JetBlue Airlines won't let her fly with them ever again. This isn't her first mess up with the law either. Before this, she called 911 over 100 times, for no good reason. What do you think about these cases? Let us know in the comments below. Until the next time.